Going to see a doctor is potentially already a scary experience. Receiving a diagnosis can be even more unsettling. Today, we're going to talk about the anxiety that can come from receiving a diagnosis and how to manage that anxiety. Getting a diagnosis can bring up many feelings. You may feel like you have more questions than answers. There may also be thoughts such as, why is this happening to me? This is unfair. And what now? You're not alone. It's absolutely normal to feel anxious and afraid when receiving a medical diagnosis, especially if it's related to your mental health. But know this, you are not your diagnosis. You are a person who is dealing with a medical condition. Experiencing different emotions is an absolutely normal reaction to medical news. For example, you may feel relief when you find out the name of your condition, because now you have a context for why you're feeling a certain way. You may experience shame or disbelief. You may be scared about what your diagnosis means or what people will think. You may blame yourself. Perhaps you feel a loss of control and don't know how to cope. Or you feel like you've lost a part of your identity. You may even be angry. You could be confused about your diagnosis or be hopeful that now you can finally get the right help. These are just some examples of emotions you could be going through when you're given a diagnosis. Having these thoughts and feelings can easily trigger an anxiety response. There's a lot to take in and process. But there are key things you can do to help manage your anxiety around a diagnosis. First, get as much information as you can from reliable sources. Visit credible mental health sites and journals and do research on your condition. The more you know and understand, the better equipped you are to manage your condition. It's okay not to know everything, so ask your doctor any questions that come up for you through this process. Second, discuss a treatment plan with your medical professional. Having action steps will help to alleviate some of your anxiety. This can include medication, therapy, lifestyle changes, surgery, and joining a support group. The more help you get right from the beginning, the better. Finally, share your diagnosis with someone you trust and who genuinely cares about you. This could be a friend, a family member, or another loved one. Share thoughts about how they can help and what you need in order to manage your condition. You don't need to go through this alone. Again, you do not need to be defined by a medical diagnosis. Understanding and accepting your diagnosis ultimately means that you can move forward with treatment, recovery, and healing.